Hi, hello everyone. I hope everybody's doing great. Okay, I got this book right here, which is an excellent book. All right. First, it's a little complicated, but then you go over and over and over, and you will see that it's not that complicated. Okay. This has chords, it's got polychords, it's got formulas, how to make them. Um, it's got everything in it. It's got most most of the scales and exotic scales that you never heard of. You know, it's got everything in there. Um, it's got a lot of information, a lot of information. It's got numeric analysis of the chords. It's and different scales in different modes. In most of the modes, the same scale in different modes, and scales that you never heard of. You're gonna find it in here. And if you practice a few of the scales, all right, something is gonna stick to you. Something is gonna stick to you, even if you don't go to all the scales are in here because there are many. There are so many of them. But you take a day at a time or a week at a time, and something is gonna stick to you later on. Sooner or later, something you're gonna be playing, and you're gonna say, "Wow, hey, I was doing this scale when I was practicing on this book," because that's the way it works. Now, let's talk about this here. This video is about this here, the circle of fifth. All right, circle of fifth is very important to memorize it because from here you can transpose, you can make out chords. Is so important. All right, it looks simple, but it's important. Okay, to make songs, uh, to transpose keys, to create chords. All right, it's got many uses, many uses. All right, so there is a lot of things people that use to remember circle of fifth, like saying, like Caroline got drunk and eat butterflies. All right, Caroline bundle. Uh, Caroline fondled beats, something like that. All right, so I don't want to use any of those sayings or Charlie when whatever. There is a lot of sayings. I don't want to use any of them. I don't want to learn that way. I really don't. I don't want to. I don't want to memorize it that way. Okay, the circle of fifth is every 7 notes you're gonna find your fifth of the root note that you are playing. Okay, I don't use it that way. I do use it that way when I want to practice my fretboard. All right, when I want to practice my fretboard and memorize each note that I'm playing on the fretboard. Okay, that's the only way that I use it. Let me give you an example. Okay, and sometimes if you don't know your fretboard, you can find the note like that, or the fifth. let's say that we have a C, okay? So we already have the C here, so we're going to count from the C up 7 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that will be the fifth of the C. That will be right here. This is my fifth, which is a G. Okay? All right. This is a G, and this is a G. Okay? So right here, the C, this is my fifth, is a G. Okay? And on top of the C, counting backwards, I got my fifth right here, which is a G2. So G, 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 G. So, and even lower, okay, you will find many places the G, the same note repeats. Remember, the fretboard is a repetition of 12 notes. All right. So, okay. So let's say that we're gonna work on the circle of fifth, but I don't want to do it like that, because that way I will get confused. All right. So circle of fifth is fifth, 5. So I'll put it this way. I want to find 5 notes. Okay, so I use the scale. Okay, so I'm on C right here. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my fifth. See? And if I'm here in D, that's my fifth right there. Now, you don't have to do that to find your fifth, okay? Because you know when you are in a root note, we're going to take C again. C again, all right? You count 2 spaces and you go to the string below. That's your fifth. Right there. Always, that's your fifth. Okay? Always, that's your fifth. Even though that you got your fifth right on top of the note you're playing. Okay? All right? So you can find your fifth many different ways. Other way that you can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your fifth. All right. This way is good to find out your fifth and the notes that are in your fifth, okay? Circle of fifth. To transpose, to make chords. Like I said, many uses. All right, because I don't want to make this too long. All right, so you already know where is your fifth. Okay, you already know where your fifth is, but the trick part is when somebody asks you, can you tell me the notes in the circle of fifth? Caroline, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So I have a formula to memorize it. All right, I have a formula to memorize it, which is very, very simple. If you never knew about the circle of fifth, let's say that you never knew the circle of fifth. The first thing when somebody asks you about the circle of fifth, can you tell me the notes on the circle of fifth? Right there, they told you the first note you gotta remember. Circle of fifth. Circle. C. Circle. All right? That's the first note you have to remember. Okay, so we're going to start with the C. All right? So let's say that you have never ever played, or you don't remember the notes or anything related to the circle of fifth. The first thing you have to practice in your head, all right, is a little simple formula, okay, which is C, I'm sorry, C, D, E. All right, but we're not gonna go C, D, E, F. Remember, we are not gonna go C, D, E, F. We're gonna go C, D, E, F sharp. All right, F sharp. And what happened with the F sharp? Remember, sharp is going up. F, half a step up, is a sharp. And if you are in a G, half a step down is G flat. So F sharp and G flat is the same. All right? So you either can say C, D, E, G flat, all right, or F sharp. It's the same note. That's why I don't want to remember any saying. I don't want to remember any saying because Caroline got drunk, ate butterflies. Butterfly, if I say F, I'm wrong. Okay, because B, butter, flies, is F, not F sharp. Okay, or G flat. So I don't want to remember that way. I want to remember the real notes. Okay, so C, D, E, F sharp, or G flat. But usually everybody uses F sharp. Not too many people use G flat, F sharp. Okay, but what happened when you hit the F sharp here? You got 1 and 2 string above. Okay, so you have to go up those 2 strings, and then from here, from the F sharp, you go to the very, very, very first fret, to the D string. Okay, F sharp, you're gonna go back to the same, you're gonna go back here and go up, same thing you did on the F sharp. All right, same thing. So the circle of fifth, all right, you're gonna do this here. Remember that I told you that you will find your fifth on top of the root note that you're playing, that you're gonna find it too. Same thing, if I do like this, I'm gonna find it here. So this is what I do. C, right? Circle C. And tap G. Then we're gonna go to the D, A. Then we're gonna go to the E, B. Okay? Then we're gonna go to the F sharp. Then we're gonna go to the one above, which is a C sharp or D flat. Okay? And it's better when you do the circle of fifth, do flats, because that's this part over here is already on the other side of the circle. So we're gonna go flat, D flat, A flat. Okay? Then remember that I said after the F sharp and you hit the two notes, we're gonna go to the very, very first fret. So that's an E flat, B flat, and F. So right there we got the circle of fifth. Okay. So C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, F. That's the circle of fifth. Okay, now the circle of fifth, the diagram, all right, is a clock. It's a circle. Circle. So you got to do the circle. Okay. We're going to do the circle. Now, okay, what is the pen? Right here. We're going to do the circle that is going to look just like a clock. All right. If this is too bright, let me turn this light off, or turn it this way. Okay. So we're gonna do like 12 hours, 12 notes. So remember, circle of fifth. Circle, you gotta draw a circle. 12 hours. Remember the 12 hours. You gotta paint like a clock. 12 hours, which is gonna include 12 notes. All right, and the hour 12, it will be the C, circle. All right, the C is the circle. C, circle. All right, so okay, this is the way that I already do because I already memorized it. But let's say that you already don't know your fretboard and you start learning your fretboard.